Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion.
There's a player on this pitch who shines above the rest, and we're talking defence.
And that is?
Well, it's got to be Paolo Maldini.
Who's arguing?
Yeah, and he's a living, breathing symbol of leadership, loyalty and devotion to his craft. What a player.
And this is now today's lineup.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you could expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right, and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
So off we go then. Now that's well seen too. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space. Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
In again. It's a mighty effort! Crossed in once more. Akanji gets it away.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Great ball if he can get there. And that is as far as they're going to go. And it's Fernando Torres. Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's been caught napping. Kimmich. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not...
Oh, shooting chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Roberto Carlos. And Baggio. Beckham. Now it's Torres, and he was quick to react. Foden. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. In comes the cross.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Gerrard. So it is still 0-0. And it's Roberto Carlos. Messi. Camavinga. Valverde. And Alexander-Arnold. Foden. And he's cut it out. Beckham. And it's Fernando Torres.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Nouri. Camavinga. Kimmich. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Played over towards the opposite flank. Torres. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Alexander-Arnold. Camavinga looks to clip it forward. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And he cuts out the supply. Valverde. Ignori. Foden. He's onside. Cleared away. Real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Beckham. Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Roberto Carlos. Adriano. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And it's Messi. Now, what about a counter-attack? Now it's Foden. And he's chosen to go back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Now it's Mbappe. Mbappe proves just a little bit too strong. And that should get the job done. And we've reached half-time. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, Peter, apart from the lack of goals, I really don't think there's much to criticise. They've got to keep doing what they've been doing, and eventually they should find a way to the back of the net. Here's hoping for them.
Madrid head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
So off we go once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Drilled in low. And he's there to belt it away. Roberto Baggio.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
Foden. Played in by... There's the header! And he was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Kimmich. Mbappe.
Mbappe, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And it's Beckham. Beckham with the cross. Punched away. That's really well cleared. Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Foden in acres of space out wide. And now they can clear their lines. Well, they continue each to cancel the other out.
Attendance for this match was 71,550.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. And it's Beckham. Fernando Torres.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And he's taking no chances there. It is still anyone's game, 0-0. Foden is wide and looking to get onto this. And that's put paid to a promising move. Camavinga. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Roberto Carlos. He could be in here. Adriano! Really well taken goal. That really was a thing of beauty, curled in effortlessly.
Well, the ball flight may be unpredictable, but the predictable part was the technique. It screamed goal all the way.
Number 9, Adriano. Adriano. Adriano.
A 1-0 lead established.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Adriano, played out towards the right wing. Kimmich, he won't be happy with that one. He's in plenty of space here. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
Roberto Carlos swings in across.
Well, from experience, I can tell you he'll get a lot of stick for getting that one wrong.
Nouri. That's good running with the ball. And Beckham! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, he's definitely kept the side in the game then. That's really good positioning. They could have doubled their lead there.
Substitution on the field. Number 11.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Cruyff to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could...
Big header! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Adriano really did let them off the hook. They could have wrapped it all up.
Messi. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, and he's through the middle. Adriano, can he finish? He scores! And this is getting better and better.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
After 81 minutes is number 9, Adriano. Adriano. Adriano.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Always onto this. Want to throw in. And here's Messi. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. Oh, good ball. Shots on here.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Roberto Baggio. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's straight offside. So there's going to be another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Is number 18, Ronaldinho.
Maldini. That's headed upfield. And it's Pirlo. Roberto Carlos. Very nicely done. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Oh, they can break here.
There will be 3 minutes.
No way through there. Maldini. Now Piqué. The pass has gone astray. Ronaldinho. Roberto Carlos. Pirlo. And the referee brings it to a close. So that is it, the end of the road. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Hello, everybody, and a quick announcement now. We will